So the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War beta has actually ended for weekend 1 and will start again in 2 days for weekend 2. And I do hope that they add some things, but probably the one thing that I do not understand as to why this keeps happening is the frame rate drops. I understand that they have to test the servers, but if these servers are going to be the same way on day 1, there are going to be multiple crashes. People aren't going to be able to log in. And you know, I'm getting really sick of the ability for somebody to literally jump 2 feet in the air, move to the left or right of me, and be able to shoot me through a wall because of the frame rate drops and because of the servers. When you fire a weapon through a concrete wall, you should not be able to kill your opponent in any way. You shouldn't even be able to deal damage to them unless you're using something like an armor piercing round, which isn't available in the beta, so I don't understand why this is possible. Another problem I have is on the map Cartel, the bushes in the middle of the map. I understand if you get to the tower, that makes it more advantageous for you to use that tower so you can shoot enemies from a higher distance, but the thing is that these bushes need to be like drastically changed because you can camp in these so easily. You never have to move from that area if you're strategic, and with Modern Warfare being as camp heavy as it is, I don't really like this. The next thing on this whole thing about I don't like the fact that you have to consistently, you know, just play with one weapon for like 50 games just to level it up, level 13 or so. It takes forever for you to level up guns in this game, and I don't really like that because I want to be able to use the attachments just a little bit faster, you know, based on the map that I'm using them on. I would like to use the longer barrels on the MP5, for example, a lot quicker than I am right now. Another thing is the fact that people, again, like I said before, they do like to play this game like it's Modern Warfare, and the thing is that I don't understand this because it seems like, you know, they don't care that they're punished for this. If you camp heavy in this game, it's going to take you a lot longer to earn those score streaks that you loved so much within the alpha, and you know, I don't really get that. I don't understand why people would want to never use a score streak, and rushing sure as hell, if you're a good player, can help with that, and you really want to take the objective. That's another thing. People would not take the objective in this game. They were more concerned about their KD ratio, when at the end of the day, nobody cares about your KD ratio. If we're being honest here, nobody cares. Most of the base of this game is casual, and they don't really give a shit about your KD ratio, your win-loss ratio. I personally don't care about that either, but at the same time, you know, I do want to do well, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to sweat every single match, and this game is very sweaty. People are playing like they're on crack. I swear to God, people play on this game like they're pro players, and they're not, and I don't understand why this is so heavy. Skill-based matchmaking to me is a necessary thing, in my opinion, only because of the fact that I believe people should improve, but how can you improve against consistently sweaty lobbies? I don't understand that, and maybe I think the skill-based matchmaking needs to be reserved for those who are extremely low level up to the rank of sergeant, and then it should stop completely. You should have to be able to play the game consistently, to learn the weapons and learn the maps. Just give yourself a little bit of time to play the game and be able to learn the maps and get used to it before you are stuck against these sweaty players, like a boot camp system or something like that. People get really annoyed with this game with skill-based matchmaking. I understand their frustrations because they don't want to consistently sweat, especially if they just got home from a hard day of work or hard day of school. It doesn't matter. You need to be, you know, a little bit protected if you're just playing casually, or there needs to be a casual playlist and a ranked playlist where you can actually play sweaty versus you playing at a more casual level. I understand this kind of contradicts the point that I was making earlier. I do like skill-based matchmaking because it does force you to sweat, but at the same time, a lot of these YouTubers are saying that there should be a casual and a ranked playlist, and I kind of agree with them at this point, especially after playing the beta. So I kind of have changed my mind on that subject as far as skill-based matchmaking is concerned, but I do think that it is a necessary evil within the game, because if you're playing against consistently weak players, you're going to get bored. If you're playing against consistently high players, you're going to get annoyed and just want to give up and play something else. So skill-based matchmaking, I'm kind of iffy. I'm kind of a fence sitter on this one because there's really nothing that I can say in either direction that would, you know, in either encourage or discourage it. I'm kind of stuck in the middle at this point. That may change later, but that's just how I feel about it presently. I love the weapons in this game. They kill very quickly if you use them correctly. But why in God's green earth are there so many people who will sit and use flashbangs and frag grenades? I think that you should be limited to one flashbang or one frag grenade if you have 5 attachments on your gun. That's the way that I see it. I don't think people should have 2 flash grenades or 2 frag grenades within a map. I don't like that, and that's just the way that I feel about it. But other than that, the beta is a fun way to learn the maps, at least at the bare minimum. That's what it's fun for, and I do like that. But another thing that I can't stand is people. If you're gonna play Modern Warfare, play Modern Warfare. If you're gonna play Black Ops Cold War, play Black Ops Cold War. The games are supposed to be played differently, and because of Modern Warfare, people have kind of been trained to play a certain way, and though playing slow and methodical is a good way to play to keep your KD up, as I said before, it is not relevant as much anymore as the Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3 days. Players need to rush. They definitely need to rush because it's just a better way to play the game, and it's a more fun way to play the game, at least in my opinion. But these are the things that I do not like and the things that I do like within the game. All those set aside, the game is fun to play. I do like the setting. I do think that Raul Menendez will be returning, especially with the map Cartel being introduced and multiple references to him in that. But you know, I do want to see where this game goes forward, and I do hope that for Beta 2 we will actually get our hands on more content than we got in this one, because 5 maps or 4 maps to play at this point is just not enough for a beta. I think, in my opinion, that for Beta 2 they should release a full, 6 or 7 maps at least to play within the beta. I don't know how many maps are going to be in this game, but if it's just these like 6 or 7 maps, I'm going to be pretty pissed off, because that's the same thing that happened in World War II, where there were so little maps and just so many guns to use, and I don't really want to be bored a month in playing the game. So I do hope that they add at least 15 maps to this game. Maybe you can unlock them through playing the campaign, which would encourage players to play the campaign, but those are just some things that I would like to see changed within the beta. The beta is fun, as I said before, but things definitely need to change. Anyway, what do you guys think of the beta? Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? Are you pre-ordering on Xbox, PC, or PlayStation? Let me know down in the comment section below. And yeah, this is Hades Gaming, signing off. Have a good one, guys.